Can Sydney's transport network cope when the controversial Barangaroo development is built? A new performance audit of the project has highlighted transport and financial risks faced by the state government. The Auditor-General is worried that if funding issues aren't addressed, taxpayers may end up footing the bill.
The Auditor-General says there's no point building the Barangaroo development if no one can get there. Once the Harbour Foreshore development is finished, 63% of workers are expected to get off at Wynyard Station. That's just in the morning peak. There is a plan to expand the City Rail station, but it may not be ready when Stage 1 is opened in 2.5 years.
We can't have a modern development in 2011 relying on a railway station which was built in 1932.
The Auditor-General is spot on when he says that Wynyard is effectively chockers. It's full. So we need to make sure that where the previous government failed, we now get on and try and address those issues.
Today's report found the project is financially sound, with the government and the developer contributing about $1 billion each. But Barangaroo's financial forecast is now 3 years old. There's a chance revenue from the developer may be more or less than expected, and the government could end up paying more than it's set aside. Several parts of the project are yet to be funded.
There's the cost of the cultural centre, which is to be built underneath the Headland Park. There's the cost of the ferry wharfs.
The Auditor-General says he doesn't want to see taxpayers coming to the rescue.
We don't want déjà vu with Barangaroo. That's why it's so important that the authority fiercely monitor all the costs in relation to this project to ensure that it does come in on cost, on budget, on time.
But one part of Sydney Harbour will remain the same. Retailers have voted against giving the Sydney fish markets a $40 million facelift, despite the government throwing in half the amount.
There's just too many factors involved. I mean, the majority of the retailers here, they don't want it to happen.
They should knock the whole thing down and start again.
The state government says it too is disappointed. It wants to meet with all the parties involved to try and change their mind. Kylie Simmons, ABC News, Sydney.